Hello guys, welcome back to our fourth CSS video tutorial. In this video we are going to be discussing CSS background. We already did this a little about this in HTML when we were talking about styles, so if probably you've watched that, it's gonna be a bit broad. Okay, alright. Now CSS background properties are used to define the background effects of elements. For example, you see the default background for all web pages are white. Okay, the default background to all web pages or web elements are white. Okay, now some CSS background properties are background colors, background image, background repeat, and background attachment, and also background position. And we are going to be checking this out in a couple of videos because I don't want to make it long, so I'll divide it into just two videos. We are going to discuss just background color, background and background colors rather, and background image here in this particular video. In the next video we are going to discuss some other properties. Okay, alright. Now let's open our notepad or text editor and start checking them out. Already I showed you guys in HTML how you can use inline attributes to add effect to our background, and right now we are not going to be doing that. We are going to go straight to our external style sheet and add those effects because that's what I really gonna recommend you guys. Okay, alright, now let's check that out. We have our CSS file that has been linked. I already showed you how you can link your CSS file to your HTML file. Okay, alright, for example we want to give this P here a background of red. Now I already told you how to select HTML elements, and a P, yeah, you can just say background color, your colon, and the value. This is the property and the value. Okay, let's just say green. Okay, you see all the P element as the background has changed to P and to green. Okay, so if you want to change the div to red and to probably yellow, you can also do this. Div background color yellow. Okay, you've seen that the div element and the background has changed to yellow. Okay, what if you want to change the background of the body, the whole of this to probably something else or another color? Let's say red body. I already showed you this when we're doing HTML CSS in HTML. Alright, you've seen that. It's very simple. Very simple. Like I told you, background color property specifies the background of an element. Okay, like I just showed you how you can change the background colors of your paragraph, div, or any HTML element. Alright, CSS color is often specified by the value of the colors are often specified by, there's what we call hex value and there's what we call RGB value, or just name. We can change the value of this to an X value, hex, that's X, and we can also change them to what we call RGB value. I mean, we can also use name, valid color name. just like green, white, stuff like that. Okay, we are going to be checking them in a moment. Now, for example, let me remove this, all of this, and be working with them. Um, um, what? Working with only the body. Okay. There are other two ways you can give values to your color properties. Okay. Now, there's what we call hex value, HAX. X value starts with hash, and let me just say, and other six numbers or characters, sorry, numbers or alphabet. Okay, now the first color that we are going to be looking at is just F is white into six places. It's just white, it's white. Instead of using white, you can use FFF white. Okay, now if we change this to let's say this is gonna be red. The first two F is red, the others 00. Okay, now if we change all of them to 0, 6 zeros is gonna be black. Okay, now this is how it works. Now the first two, if we change it to FF, it's gonna change to red, like I showed you. Now 00, the middle 20, we change to FF, is gonna give us green. Now the last two zeros, we change it to F, is gonna change to blue. Okay, all right. Now if, for example, that's how you add colors to it. So now like this F, okay, let's use FFF, which is white. Now let's add probably 0 here. We are adding shades of black to that web page. Okay, now let's see, it's gonna be gray. You seen that? It's a bit gray. Now it's not really conspicuous. Okay, let's, whatever, that's how it works anyway. And you have time to really work on that. You check that out by yourself by changing those colors there. Okay, if we change this to white, let's see if it's gonna change actually. F. Look at that. You see, it's white now. You saw the changes there. Okay, that's how it works. There's another one we call RGB values. RGB, the syntax is just RGB. Put this in the bracket and a colon, or sorry, a quote. The first, and this value use what we call the value are from 0 to 255. Okay, now the first, it takes three parameters actually. Parameters, yeah, three arguments. Now the first one is red, for the red. So if you use 255 here and 0 and 0, it's gonna give us this red. Okay, let's check that out. It's gonna give us red. Wow, what's that? Is it 255? Sorry, there is no okay, it's gonna give us red. And red, 255 red. Now you change the second one to 255, it's gonna give us green, just like that. Okay, we change the last one, it's gonna give us an blue. Okay, sorry, just like that. That's how it works. So we can just be changing those colors. Let me just say 100. Look at what it's gonna show us. I don't know the name of the color, but this is how it works. Wow, did it really change? It didn't really change. Let me change this one to 0. Let me change this one to 100. You're seeing something like this. We've added a little dark color to it. Let me say 200. You see, it's a little bit bright. Let's say 5. It's gonna be really dark because there's too much black. Okay, let's say 120. Okay, let's use 255 here and add a little 255. Now let's see how it's gonna look like. Now let's add a little green to it. Let's say 150. Okay, now yeah, I've seen that. Let's make it 100. Let's make it 100. Okay, now let's add a little blue to it. Let's say 100 of blue. Alright, that's how it works. Okay, just try to check them out how it works, and you're gonna really be happy by the things you're gonna be seeing. Okay, now let's see how we can use images on the background of a web page. Okay, then the image the background image property specifies the image to use as a background of an element. Okay, now let's change the background of this to an image. Now we're going to change the background color to the background image. Background image. Sorry. Okay. Now the syntax is just simple URL telling you where the file is located. Now let me check my time. Okay, I might not complete this now. Now let's open this file and let me show you where the folder. Let me show you where the image is located. Now image is located here in a different folder, while where I'm working now is CSS folder. Now how can we link this up? All you have to do is just you add double slash, because we will pass two folders. We'll pass the YouTube folder, sorry, the main CSS tutorial folder and image folder. So that's why we are using two dots here. Okay, we're using two dots here, and slash we add CSS, sorry, img. Now we'll choose an image. Let me say image 4. Okay, .jpg. That's the name of the image. Image4.jpg. Now let's see what's gonna show. Okay, you've seen that. Now this is the image we had here initially. This is the image we had here. Image 4. Yeah. So if you change it to image 3. If you change it to image 3, look at what we have. Okay, now in the next video we are going to really take time to explain this and some other things you can do to these images. You saw all these lines here. Yeah, we are really going to check them out. Okay, all right, see you in the next video.